Hi, Dana. Hi, Mammy Cetus. Yeah. Always time for puppy play, huh? There's always time for sweet, sweet love. Yeah, sniff the microphone. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, today we're going to be focusing on an inner autumn body connection. This is going to be perfect for you if you're looking for some movement to do while you are in your inner autumn. So that is maybe like a week or two before your bleed starts. And that is a time when our hormones will fluctuate and you'll really feel that decrease in energy. And in that decrease in energy, right, we were never taught about it. No one ever told us about this literal chemical thing that's happening in our body that makes us just lower in energy. And if you're like me, you may have felt that drastically and always thought maybe there was something wrong with you, but there's not. I'm here to tell you there's nothing wrong with you. You are perfectly made. There are beautiful ways to bring awareness into the different seasons that we're in life, right? And that can spill out into every aspect of life. But I want to get into some just gentle movement, gentle connection, focusing on the hips, focusing on the spine, just deep stretches. We're not even going to get off and stand up. We're going to be focused purely on the ground and just into deep connected stretches. So if you are ready, let's get started. Go ahead, if you're not already in a seated position, closing your eyes, sitting up tall. Now let's put hands on the body, whether you have your hand on your heart and your womb, or you have your hands touching your legs. But since this is more of an inward time for us as women, focus on connecting and touching into your body. So wherever that feels comfortable for you, wherever your intuition is leading you, closing your eyes, focusing on the breath and tuning into the body. What's she asking of you? What does she need from you now? How can you be more gentle with yourself during this time? Is it that you need more puppy love, more kitty love? Do you need to take more naps? Do you need to just ground yourself and sit down outside? Sit down to the earth. Feel into that space. Taking a couple more deep breaths here. Opening the eyes when you're ready. Coming to center. Now, if you don't already have your feet folded, go ahead and fold them, right? Sitting crisscross. I want you to sit up nice and tall. We're going to start with a mini spine stretch or twist. So inhaling, and then we're going to put left hand on the ground, twisting to that left side, and then the outside of the right palm is going to come on the outside of that left thigh. And you're just going to go into this as deep as you can, trying to keep the spine up nice and tall, not leaning back too forward, too back or forward. Looking over that left shoulder, sitting up tall. And if you totally want to keep your eyes closed during this whole time, remember, inner autumn, inner winter, that's an inward time for us. So closing your eyes and tuning out the world is definitely okay. A couple more seconds here, deep in the twist if you can, by putting a little bit more pressure on that thigh. Last breath here, inhale. Exhaling, releasing back to center. We're going to be super slow and conscious about this because this time, right, we're not in a rush in this time in our cycle. We're not in a rush at all. Okay, inhaling, opposite side. So inhaling up, twist. That right arm comes back behind you. Left outside of the palm comes on the right thigh. Big twist back, looking over that right shoulder. Big breaths here. All right, gentle release back to center. Oh, while we're sitting here, let's work on the spine. I said we were going to focus on the spine and the hips. So cervical spine is up here. That's that neck piece of your spine. I want us to we're just going to move this neck gently, this head in all different types of directions. So we're used to looking down on the time for that screen, right? So I want us to go down and back up. Now, when you're going all the way up, be very gentle there, okay? So this is slow movements anytime we're stretching with the neck. So let's go. Jumping in whenever you're ready. With the intention of making space in your body here. Helping your body to get into that natural process that it goes into of releasing the uterine lining. Releasing all the old energy of the last cycle in every piece of your body. Give me one more here. Okay, meeting in the center. We're gonna go into that left to right. So we're gonna look left and look right. And again, jumping in whenever you're ready. Finding a nice soothing breath here. In whichever way flows. Really, 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 really trusting into your intuition. Especially during this time. Trusting that it's okay to be slow. Right? Mother Nature has its own cycle. Trusting that your body is preparing and doing what it's done for thousands of years. Meeting me in the center in 3, 2, and 1. Meeting me in the center. Ready for some circles. We're going to take the chin down to the chest. We're going to take it over. And nice and gentle here. Finding a breath that matches your rhythm. So not forcing anything. And then switching sides whenever you feel called. Last one, meeting me in the center, whenever you're ready. Meeting me in the center. We're gonna take this right arm, we're gonna lock it in over the chest with that left arm so it's bringing it as close to the body. You're gonna feel that stretch here along that right side of the back, the shoulder. You can wiggle the fingers if you feel like it, but taking that in and sitting up nice and tall and feeling that big stretch there on the back side of your body. Closing your eyes if you feel called to really dive into that stretch. Just feeling calm, feeling safe in the body during this time. Gently releasing, switching sides, inhaling. Taking that left arm over that chest, locking in with the right, wiggling the fingers if you feel called, closing the eyes. Gentle release, exhaling to center. Now we're gonna unfold our legs. Left leg's gonna be on the ground. We're gonna take the right foot and we're gonna link it on so that it's on the outside of that left. We're gonna go into that spine stretch again, but it's gonna now be involving this hip and your hamstring. So I want you to twist to the right side, gentle twist, and you're going to use this left arm and you're going to kind of bring this thigh in closer to the body, and this right arm's going to come behind you again to stabilize you, and you're going to be looking over that right shoulder. So jumping in whenever you're ready, spines up tall, taking in that twist, looking over that right shoulder. Bringing in so much gratitude right now to be able to move your body, to be able to spend time with yourself during this autumn. Gentle release in 3, 2, 1. Gently release that arm, coming back to center. Slow release. Give the spine some time. Let's switch sides. Taking that right leg down on the ground now, so it's in that triangle facing you. Left one's gonna come over it. You're gonna sit up nice and tall. You're gonna twist so that the left arm's coming behind that. Taking it in with the right arm. That thigh comes close to the body. You might feel one side's a little bit tighter. Looking over that left shoulder. Breathing into this stretch, closing your eyes. Really just getting deep inside of that body here. Deep inside of that vessel. One that quite literally is a portal of new life. Even if you choose to have children or not, you know. Deepening the twist if you can. Gentle release back to center. Bring in those feet so that they're touching. Alright, you got that nice little butterfly stretch going here. So, if your hips are okay with this and you can let it hang, if you need some pillows, grab some pillows there. If your hip flexors are really tight, and we're going to sit up nice and tall, and then you're going to take it forward if you can. So it's keeping the spine up tall, letting that weight of your body deepen that stretch. Here we go. Closing the eyes. You can round it out too if you're feeling just very inward and you just want to get close to yourself as possible. And realizing that the whole earth goes through seasons, right? 4 seasons a year, depending on where you live, of course. But 4 seasons, and women quite literally go through seasons, 4 seasons every month. 12 times a year. We're mini Mother Earths. That's so beautiful. Okay. Inhale, exhale, walking it up. Gently bring those knees together. Now we're going to do something that's not necessarily a stretch, but I think it's just going to be fun for the season that we're in. I want you to give yourself a gentle knee hug. So you can take those legs in a little bit closer so they're coming closer to the bottom. Your bottom there, you can twist them. And then you're going to come in as close as you can so that the chest is touching the legs. And just grabbing opposite elbows if you can. Sitting up tall, bringing yourself together in this nice little ball, hugging yourself. That's it. Feeling yourself here, feeling what it's like to feel safe in your own body, to comfort your own body, to honor the seasons that you have as a beautiful woman. Couple more seconds here. Maybe you even want to if you can, resting your face on your knees and just when's the last time you really gave yourself like a nice little cuddle? Alright, gentle release. Come back into that cross leg position. We're just going to take the spine and the hips and we're going to move them in circles. So you could stay like this, sitting up tall, closing your eyes, and just moving that lower spine in circles. So taking the abdominals forward and then back. So kind of arching that lower back forward and then curving it in as you come back. Closing your eyes, being real fluid with this, not worrying about, just making space, making space, making space. You can add the shoulders into it if you want to get really exaggerated, right? You can add the neck, being gentle with whatever neck movements you add in there. If you haven't already, go ahead and switch sides, rotating into the opposite direction. You can put your arms in the air. You can add the wrist into it. Rolling the wrist, while you roll the hips and you roll the spine. Maybe you're just really feeling into it and you want to start waving the arms. Maybe you're feeling safe in just moving the hips. That's fine too. We're just simply seeing what it feels like to be moving in that circular motion and this fluid motion and that non-rigidity right now. Alright, coming back to center if you've closed your eyes. Take a deep breath, exhaling, opening them. There you are, beautiful. Okay, so I think just like the very last thing that I want to take you through for this is we're going to stretch out the hamstrings a little bit. So taking that left leg out, flexing that foot, turning that torso towards that left leg, coming with a straight spine. And that's it. Nothing special about it. Don't worry if you can touch your toe or not. Coming down deeper in there, feeling that stretch alongside that right side of the back. You've got your hip stretching here. You've got your hamstring. If you haven't moved in a while, this might feel kind of tight, so just take yourself wherever you're at. Couple more breaths here. Maybe you want to deepen it by taking the knee to the nose. Gently coming up, switching sides. Foot's flexed, turning that torso, coming over here. You can just be up tall, taking the shoulders back, working on that hamstring more, or you can round it out, coming close to the body. Gently walking it back up. Meeting me in center. Grabbing some water if you need to. Taking one big stretch. Arms up in the air. Fingers nice and spread out. Couple of breaths here. Calling in warrior energy, goddess energy, Mother Earth energy. Just being so thankful to be inside of this beautiful vessel that goes through cycles, that is constantly in flux, you know, in owning that, owning those seasons, because in those seasons we're taught different lessons about how to be more tender with ourselves, how to harness that energy, you know, depending on if you're in your spring or your summer, how to be around more people and get things done, and just utilizing our body's natural energies in our everyday life is a beautiful thing to get in tune with. So thank you for joining me in your inner autumn. I hope that you feel more into your body. I hope that this brought you some ease and relaxation, and that you are feeling just really grounded right now. If you want to do this video again because it was short and sweet, by all means do that sequence again. Feel into your body even more. I hope to see more of you, and I hope that you honor yourself always.